Hello everyone, welcome to our web trainings channel, and this will be our first update of Jan of the year 2022. And every 2 weeks I am going to come up with an update video, because every week sometimes we don't get any update. So I have decided to take a bi-weekly update, so it will be easier for me to update, as well as you will get the information in a very detail oriented way. So let's begin the first update of 2022. So the first update is Google Search Console geo-targeting option can hurt your website rankings. This has been explained in the office hours by John Mueller, who is one of the chief of Google. So what is the idea behind it? Let me explain. Assume that you have a website .com, and initially it was targeted for global international targeting, which means it ranked everywhere. But you have changed the targeting to only India. Now what happens in this small setting? There is a probability that you will lose traffic from other websites, other countries, which you would have been generated because of your general targeting. So Google have explained that if you are looking only traffic from a specific country and the outside traffic doesn't help you in any way, then it is fine, you can go for a geo-targeting. But it is recommended to have, if you're a general website, it's better to have a global traffic. But for example, if you take Flipkart, doesn't offer services outside India. So for a company like Flipkart, its targeting India would be much better. But later on in future, if they expand to multiple countries and they have same website, in that situation, there can be multiple geo-targeting options. So this is one of the first update of this particular month. Next, we have Shopify SEO gets easier with Yoast SEO app. You know, Yoast SEO is one of the default app we use for our plugin we use for WordPress. So for the Shopify users, if you have a Shopify website, then it's a good news for you that you can now use Yoast SEO for your Shopify website. But there is a small condition here, that Yoast SEO app is not free. It's $29 per month. So that will be an extra amount of money you have to pay from your pocket if you are using Yoast SEO Shopify app. This is our update. Next, we have someone asked Google about this. Does domain extension affects SEO? So what does Google explain about this aspect is, the point of view of this answer is, the question was, can we buy a domain which are latest version TLDs like .space, .academy, .training, .doctor, .lawyer, this kind of extension? So John Mueller very clearly said that yes, you can actually use any kind of extension, because all extensions by default work in the same way. Google doesn't really give value to a specific extension. If, for example, if I have a .biz extension, someone has a .com extension, it's not really going to have a big difference until the other factors should be good enough, but this is not going to have a very big impact on that particular element. So that's what John Mueller have said. And here one more point has been mentioned, that country level extensions will have a priority in the specific country. Like a .ca will get better rankings in Canada search engine, if you have seen most of the results, because Google tried to pick up the relevant data first and try to show it to the relevant audience. So there will be a small impact in country level domains, but general level domains, you can actually no need to worry. You can buy any extension. And even John Mueller said, if .com is available, first prefer to go with .com. If not, you can take any alternative domain names as well. So this is also a particular update. Next, we have on 6th Jan itself, and this is more interesting update. Instagram has already started releasing a new feature where they want to show more content from the accounts which you don't follow. And what they are actually trying, how they are achieving it is, if you go to Instagram app, on the right hand side, you generally have a home tab. Under the home tab, generally you see all the timelines, all the posts from different people whom you follow, whom you engage. But now what is Instagram going to do is, they are going to give multiple options for that particular timeline, wherein there will be an option of favorites, there will be option of general home, there will be an option of favorites, and there will be an option of people whom you follow, which means the people whom you follow, only that feeds you get, or favorites. You can actually select one topic and put all of the accounts in one topic. Similar to Twitter list, you will get only updates from that particular set of accounts, and the first default will be generally from every other Instagrammer. It doesn't require that you follow that person, then only you see that option, and it's already under the testing version, and very soon it will be launch for all the general users as well. I would say it's a pretty good step Insta have taken for improving their algorithm, for giving value to more quality content rather than just pushing the content of the already existing follower base. That's the update. And then we have Google have mentioned this on 7th Jan that one very common thing which people think, what they think mostly SEOs think is, if you have some of the important pages very well, that's enough. Remaining pages doesn't care, Google doesn't care about it. But the reality is actually Google take care of your entire overall project. If suppose your website, half website is extremely great content and half of the website is stupid content, which is duplicate content, thin content and all bad content. Now this bad content will have an overall effect on the good content, which means the Google may not overall like your website. So they may actually drop the value of your overall website as well. Even if they are doing a manual update, there is a possibility that Google may not value your update at all. So you have to be very careful when you're working on this aspect of making your site. Now that means it's very important that if you have some old pages which are low quality, you know that they are not good enough. Either you upgrade those articles or either you eliminate those articles, or I would say better upgrade the articles to the latest standards so that Google will still give you value for those articles which are published very early, but they follow the present updated information as well. So make sure that your website, some part of your website is good, some part of your website is bad. It's going to hurt your website ranking as per Google update, which has as per Google, which have been explained in the Office Hours video. Next we have Google can't provide details of core algorithm updates. Now actually one very big problem, every few months we are getting core updates. Now a lot of misconception is there about this updates. Many people think that core update is like a penalty. The answer is no, it's not a penalty. The process of core update is basically Google trying to improve their inner relevancy algorithm. They are not trying to punish anyone. They are trying to improve their inner algorithm, so to make it more relevant to the quality website. So in this process, some websites may lose, some websites will gain. But Google says that we cannot give exact details because it's a kind of internal workings of our algorithms. So that's the point that we will know core update has happened. You may see a slight decline or slight incline depending on how your website is, how your content is and how your website is being worked on. So you may see a small decline or incline, but Google doesn't share more details about how this core algorithms will affect or how does it really work, because this actually improves the relevancy algorithms and make it more efficient in the background of Google. Next we have, so this week we have, so in this updates, friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, you can ask me. I hope you have understood this basic simple updates. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I will definitely answer your questions based on my time availability. And our next update video will come up on this month end, which is 31st Jan 2022.